250,000 troops gone in a single battle. It's not a movie. It's not a what-if scenario. This actually happened, and it might be one of the most devastating military losses in recent Russian history. But how did it get to this point? What battle are we talking about? And why aren't more people reacting to these staggering numbers? Let's break it down. The battle in question, Avdiivka, a small, battered city in eastern Ukraine that's become the symbol of defiance and destruction. For months, it's been the center of one of the bloodiest confrontations since Russia's full-scale invasion began. And while Avdiivka might look like just another dot on the map, to military strategists, it's a critical stronghold. And to those on the ground, it's been hell. So how do you lose 250,000 troops in one area? Well, it wasn't overnight. This wasn't a single-day bloodbath. The losses have stacked up slowly, painfully over months. Russia threw wave after wave of soldiers at Ukrainian defenses, sometimes with barely any armor support. Think trench warfare. Think World War I-style assaults. That's how brutal and outdated some of these tactics have been. Imagine being ordered to charge into fortified positions with drones buzzing overhead, artillery raining down, and snipers watching your every step. That's what Russian soldiers, many of them barely trained, have faced. Over and over again, and it's not just conscripts. Elite units have been ground down too. The famed 76th Guards Air Assault Division, wrecked. Entire battalions chewed up trying to advance just a few hundred meters. For what? For a town that was never going to fall easily. But why is Avdiivka so important to Russia? Strategically, it sits close to Donetsk city, held by Russian forces since 2014. Taking Avdiivka would push Ukrainian troops further away and reduce shelling on Donetsk. So yes, there's military value, but the obsession goes deeper. It's about optics, about propaganda, about showing some kind of win after months of setbacks. And that's where the real tragedy lies, because to get that win, the Kremlin has burned through lives like fuel. Reports from the front lines talk about literal human wave tactics. Infantry sent in to locate Ukrainian firing positions, just so artillery can respond. No plan to survive, just bodies to expose enemy guns. It's the kind of warfare that makes generals from previous eras roll in their graves. And the cost? Not just 250,000 lives lost or wounded. That's the estimated number from several Western intelligence sources and analysts combined. But also tanks, armored vehicles, helicopters, equipment that Russia can't easily replace under heavy sanctions, and morale crumbling. Even among pro-Russian bloggers, there's growing frustration over the lack of progress and the sheer waste of men and machines. But it's not all one-sided. Ukrainian forces have taken losses too. Defending Avdiivka has been brutal. Trenches, basements, rubble. The city has been reduced to a ghost town, yet somehow they've held on. Not through miracle weapons, but through sheer grit, smart tactics, and community-level resilience. Locals helping soldiers, soldiers protecting what's left of their homeland. That kind of emotional fire you can't measure in numbers, but it shows in every street fought over, every building defended. Now, let's talk about what this means long-term. For Russia, the Avdiivka offensive has become a black hole. Resources keep getting poured in, and nothing's coming out. It's raising serious questions. Is the Russian command truly committed to long-term war strategy? Or are they just stuck in a cycle of repeating the same mistake and hoping for a different outcome? For Ukraine, holding Avdiivka has become a symbol. It's less about territory now and more about resilience, about proving that they can stand up to one of the largest armies in the world and not break. But here's something to think about. 250,000 people. That's not just soldiers. That's sons, brothers, fathers, many of them sent in without choice, some lied to, others desperate for income, war reduces people to statistics, but every number lost in Avdiivka had a name, a story, a family, and that's what makes this battle not just one of the deadliest, but one of the most heartbreaking, and yet it's still happening. Even as we speak, clashes continue around Avdiivka. Both sides dig in deeper, new troops are sent in, the destruction grinds on. The question now isn't just who wins Avdiivka, it's whether any victory is worth the cost, whether history will look back at this battle as a turning point, or just another senseless chapter in a brutal, grinding war. If this breakdown helped you understand more about the reality behind the headlines, don't forget to subscribe for more real talk like this. Drop a comment. What do you think about the way this battle has unfolded? Were the losses avoidable? Could it have gone differently? Let's talk about it. And if you think someone needs to hear this, share the video. Help bring more attention to what's really happening, beyond the numbers and beyond the noise. Stay informed, stay human, and I'll catch you in the next one.